The Beatitudes really is geography, and it shows us where to put our feet. Think of where Jesus went, and remember that Jesus was up close, and he moved into messy places, and he moved with people, right up with them. And so when I try to move, I try to think of where my feet should take me so that I can be with people in really profound ways. I used to go into things with an agenda, and I thought because my intentions were good that it was good to move like that. And now it's not. Now it's pouring a cup of tea with someone and sitting on the patio, or it's having a glass of wine and letting someone cry and tell me about the heartbreak in their life. And those are really sacred and holy places, and they feel missional to me. When I started this relationship with Joanne and we met through City House, the first time we got together, she told me her story. And she talked about years of meth addiction and what that cost her. She lost her family, she lost her career, she lost everything, and she ended up in prison. And it's so interesting how I went into that thinking I had something to give her. She's provided actually more care for me in the last couple of years than I could ever provide for her. And now what I've realized is the best way for myself to be is to carry absolutely no intention, except loving well. And sometimes I don't even know what that looks like, but I try to have a posture of open palms.
She has the spirit to sit with people. We've been here for 6 years, 5 years, and we've never get invited even for a cup of tea and she invited us for dinner. She's easy to approach. She's easy to chat with. It's 6 o'clock in the summer. For sure you will find someone here. It's Stephanie collecting stories.
I'm doing a program with second graders where we're teaching them how to write personal narratives. And so to remember that when Jesus was with children, he was down low. He was right there with them. And so to move around 26 second graders and be down on the ground with them, to lay on the floor with them, to help them with their personal narratives, and to ask, a 7-year-old, what did that feel like? And to see their eyes light up, that someone wants to receive their story is really a phenomenal feeling. And the more I do it, the more I realize it's like muscle mass. I'm growing in capacity, and Jesus is going with me. There are places where we all find ourselves in life when we need someone to be sitting right there with us. It's not just going to serve and then you come home afterwards and you haven't had time to process it, or you're out in life and something transformational happens. Now, if you're intentional in community with people, what happens is you have people saying to you, how did that feel? What do you think your next step is? What would it look like if? And those are the things where you can kind of feel your heart racing, and I realize that that's where Jesus is. He's in those places, when he asks the question, what do you want? So many times in life, we're moving so quickly and we're so busy, and we know we want to be of service and we want to give something and make a difference. But what we need is to have somebody pause with us, to carve out some sacred space, and someone say, what do you want? Or to notice, what is it that makes your heart rush? Because that place is probably where Jesus is.